Have we reached the top? Has our mental and physical evolution peaked? Were we supposed to have gone this far? We have created beautiful things along the way. We have also terrorized ourselves to no end. For this, we can be simultaneously proud and ashamed. Is this the slow decline from the tip-top of the bell curve? We've got too much yet to fix and change, but perhaps not enough time and resources to do so. The human experience is wondrous, scary, flawed, and temporarily eternal. We live now in this amazing time. When can we be free of ourselves, the selves that cling to the barbarism of yesteryears? The planet has been very patient and lenient with us. We cannot take our problems elsewhere. We can do better. We have to.
That was fucking awesome, dude.
I was going to say a bit really... too much.
No, I was waiting for the I was just sitting waiting for. No, man, it was fucking beautiful, dude. That was, and it's funny you put it at, have we reached like the curve, right? Because when you really sit and think about it, like when me and you were youngins back in Mackenzie, 1985, 86, 87, right? Like we're thinking probably by the time we get to this age, we're going to be the Jetsons. In all honesty, right? Like that's what we thought. We thought like, holy crap, there'll be flying cars and we'll be living on the moon, and we figured all this stuff was going to happen, and boy, it fucking hasn't.
Yeah.
And in saying that, like we can't control how the idiots drive on the roads properly. Can you imagine if morons have free reign of the sky? Whew. And I am not discounting myself in those idiots of driving. So I mean, we all do stupid shit. So that was great, dude. That was a great intro. Bravo.
Thank you. So hello to Gordon, Hanama, Casey is Raw, Ryan, Hanama. We haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for that. I hope you're doing well. Casey, good to see you again. Hope you're over that cold. As we get older, colds turn into like pneumonia. You think you're going to die from it because your immune system is so weak.
But I'll say this though, Casey, if you take care of yourself, albeit I know I'm not the pillar of health, but since I've lost 100 pounds and I work out and I watch kind of what I eat, I don't get nearly as sick as I used to, and for as long as I used to.
Same here.
Yeah, not even close. So,
yeah, I haven't lost 100 pounds though.
No, you have not. You don't need to lose 100 pounds, or you need
I catch bronchitis. Wow. Ooh.
No, that's called monkeypox.
People having sex with your mouth?
Or yeah, what? No, lots of it.
No. That intro I wanted to mention. I had been watching a bunch of movies by Terrence Malick. Have you ever seen The Thin Red Line from 1998?
Like back then. Like I remember nothing from it.
All right. So he directed that. And a lot of his movies since then, it's almost like they are dreamlike film essays. They're really slow, and it's almost disjointed, some of it, but it's got a dreamlike quality to it. And I wanted to embody that. Like, that's the idea I came up with for this week. So,
Dude, it
there it
was
is.
awesome. It was great. I probably it was really good.
Media manipulation are part of the globalists.
Yeah, like, are you fucking kidding me? It's fucking like,
Oh, thank you so much.
The Bilderbergs.
yeah. But it's okay. So then it's funny because then you talk about like that was really nice. We asked for in a bell curve, or we're coming down, but then you get comments like this. So, first I wanted to say what is so weird is the amount of hate that I've seen about Queen Elizabeth.
Same here.
It's unfucking real.
I suppose, depending on who you are,
Yes.
your environment, where you came from, it could be justified.
The only person I know that it's justified that I could say, all right, I get it, is my Irish friend who lives in Ireland. I get. He's like, yeah, because I even said to him, like, we ended up getting today off, right? And I was like, well, I get a day off. He's like, gee, let me think. 400 years of oppression or not being under their yoke. He's like, yeah, I will not be under their yoke. Thanks. Like, I'm like, and so I get it. I get it from him.
Yeah.
But the amount of Canadians that I've seen just with visceral hate, it's like, and we're not talking like older people who might have served in a war for her. It's like guys that are younger than us. And it's like, what the fuck is your issue? Like, and I know everybody, like stealing this from Jim Ross. He said this, that Father Time does no jobs, but I really thought she was never going to die.
Yeah.
Like, I think all of us can sit here and I just think, man, I didn't think the Queen, like, she was ever going to go.
Yeah. I thought my parents were going to go before she did.
I thought the only thing left after an atomic attack would have been Twinkies, cockroaches, and Queen Elizabeth.
And don't forget Keith Richards.
Oh, yes, Keith Richards. But then I just saw this popped up on Metro News from 2 hours ago. Donald Trump says he wouldn't have sat back there at Queen's funeral like Joe Biden. So Joe Biden was sitting in the 14th row. And Donald Trump claims that he wouldn't have been sat back there.
Yeah, cue the footage of Donald Trump meeting the Queen. I don't know that he was all that respectful to her from what we could see.
Don't think he would have been invited.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he would have been invited, but he definitely would. I don't think he would have been any closer. I think he would have been one of those, you can just stand in the back.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Why is everyone talking about the Queen? Well, here in Canada, even though we are not beholden to the Queen, we recognize the English monarchy. And in, of course, England, in some parts of the United States, maybe Australia, yes, they talk about the Queen because she is part of an institution that is kind of archaic at this point. I mean, we have governments. We don't really, this idea of royal blood, I'm not sure why that's continued to this day. Maybe it's just a quaint idea that we say, okay, we'll let you guys have your little fun, and we'll be over here dealing with reality, I guess.
I will have to call Reverend Ryan out, as this article also states that Trump and other former presidents were not invited to attend the Queen's funeral service at Westminster Abbey in London due to the high number of dignitaries in attending. So, yeah, there were no other presidents invited. And put it this way, so the Bidens were seated 14th row in a service with 2,000 guests, 500 presidents, kings, princes, and prime ministers from around the globe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, you really want to call a spade, you treasonous motherfuckers? You fought the British. So, fuck you. How about that? I just thought of that. Like, fuck you guys. Like, seriously. And really, 14 rows. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 across, 14 back. What's the math on that? 8, 2, 98. So there's 98 people in front of them. Out of 2,000. They're in the top 100. They did pretty good.
Yes.
Well, maybe Obama was, but I'm not seeing anything that it says that it said no other form, no Trump and other former presidents were not invited. Not saying that Obama wasn't there, but still, like, dude, like, yeah. So the ones that are like Australian and like the countries still beholden to the Queen would probably be seated first.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. So
imagine the amount of security there. All those heads of state.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, and then that's the other thing. They also would. Okay. Did you want to take? Okay, so let's just take this and we'll go down this wormhole. Okay. Now, with what Donald Trump did January 6th, do you think anybody would want to see fucking Donald Trump there? Who fucking knows what Proud Boy he might bring with him?
I want to jump in on Casey's comment. She's retired and living on the beach, earning 20%. What movie is that from, Casey? Don't look it up. You're almost as old as we are. You should know. See the latest Trudeau did he say something wrong in between? Yeah. Sausage Fest. Yes, because Big Red is not here tonight. I think she was in line.
I think that's Grady.
Yeah.
I think that's Chad's kid. Chad, is that Grady?
Why is he talking like that?
Yeah,
he's too young.
No.
Oh, come on. What do you mean you have no idea? 1988, directed by John McTiernan, starring Bruce Willis, Alan Rickman, Bonnie Bedelia. Should I go on? Welcome to the party, pal. Come on. We'll be sitting on a beach, earning 20%. You may continue, Nick.
Arkansas PE teacher allegedly befriended teen at basketball game and sexually assaulted him in her office.
Whoa.
No, whoa. Okay, stop. This is the stuff that bugs me. I knew it was G. Yeah. All right, I'm going to share this picture. I don't know how old this picture is, but I tell you 17-year-old Nick would be like, sup, Duke Flower. Okay, so this is the lady. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good looking there. Like nose ring, the whole 9 yards. Like, what's up? We'll go
wait a minute. Look at those triangle earrings. She's part of the Illuminati.
I don't care. I'd go have hers on a bastard with her.
The naughty Illuminati. You know what I'm saying?
A middle school PE teacher in Gendry, Arkansas, has been charged with sexual assault after authorities say that she had elicited a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old student in 2010.
Whoa.
Leah Queen, 44, has been charged with second-degree sexual assault as well as possession of a controlled substance. Yeah, my dick. According to online records, she was arrested Thursday and bail was set at $50,000. She bonded out on Saturday. According to the affidavit obtained by the Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette, the alleged assault happened in 2010 when she allegedly befriended a teen at a basketball game. He was 17 years old at the time. Then, according to the affidavit, I got that word right, Queen and the team began soliciting outside of school hours and communicating through social media in March 2010. The affidavit alleges that Queen and the alleged victim began to engage in diverse sexual activity in the summer of 2010, his junior and senior year of high school. The sexual assault alleged occurred in Queen's office or in the school bathroom. So she is still facing charges. Thoughts before I say mine?
Is there consistency with this reporting because the roles are traditionally the other way around, male teacher, female student? Like, does this ring at all of hypocrisy to you? I imagine so, because you're bringing it up. You got an agenda.
Oh, I do. And I'm going to follow the Joe Rogan. We're going to Rogan. Take a shot.
Yeah.
One of his comedian bits, one of his comedic bits, he was talking about the difference between a female teacher having sex with a male student, a male student or male teacher with a female. Because The female teacher has to let him fuck her. Right? And he makes a joke like, girl, it should never happen with a male teacher and a female student. But if a male student, 6. 7 if he can read. Like, you know, that's a joke. That is totally a joke. But he said, I want to know who this guy is. And we always joke about man cards. Give us your man card. This happened 12 years ago, and you got to fool around with a teacher. You got to live almost every high school boy's dream, and even some of the dreams that guys might have now. Give us your man card. Like, seriously. What dude is, like, come on. Good Lord.
Is this not kind of like the kid from the Nirvana album who years later decided to sue the band?
Yeah.
Like way after the fact?
You know, I don't know if he's like was looking for money from this or anything like that, but what you should have done is written a book. You know? Jesus. Kids singing away down there. But I understand that, Gord. But to me, it's like, with me, it would be like, again, I'm not him, but I'm thinking, I got to bang a teacher. She's pretty good fucking looking. That's a notch. I'm like, yeah. I would never tell a teacher's name. I'd be bragging the fucking shit out of that. I got to live that with a pretty good looking teacher. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And so he was 17. So now he's 30 years old, and what, getting a piece of pussy when you were 17 traumatized you? Like, what the fuck?
Was that from MSS or was that from before? Because I don't know that name.
Smartchuck. I know the name, but I don't remember. Did you boink her, Ryan?
Have you seen the size of the eyeglasses that Ryan wore back then? I mean,
maybe she thought dudes in glasses were sexy.
In the sun, he was like Superman, just burning everything up with those glasses.
No shit. Okay, no, you got it, Kate. No, Marchuk.
Yeah, maybe, Gordon. Because at that age, it's different for someone who's a teenager because your life and your mind is all messed up at that point, as opposed to someone who's older. I don't know what age the teacher from the story was, but they have a little bit more sense. Now. She's 44 now, so early 30s. Yeah. You would have heard it.
One sec, my kid's fucking just singing away downstairs. Poor kid. And I was like, hey, keep it down. Oh, Miss Marshall. Oh, my God. Miss Marshall. Did you have Miss Marshall or Miss Kinsley by the time you got into high school?
Neither one rings a bell.
Okay.
Well, maybe in your date,
dude,
Chad.
Chad. Dude. Man. She said something on my Facebook because I always put the stupid shit on Facebook. And she's, man, I wish we could have partied together. Because you seem like you would have been fun. And I'm like, yeah. Fuck, I wish we could have partied together. Yeah. We had both. Her accent.
Hey, Jeremy.
See, I don't know. Good Lord. I don't remember. But
hey,
still,
overseer.
So do the math then. 44, so she's 32, he's 17.
Yeah.
Come on, kid, learn to work, man. Back.
I bet, I'm almost willing to bet that he somehow got into this conversation with someone, and because of this day and age, he might have been pressured to say something for whatever reason. I don't know if it's notoriety or what, but the cat's out of the bag now. I don't want to say, well, if he was like the other guys, he would have kept his mouth shut and we wouldn't be talking about this. Perhaps. But who knows what the minds of men have in store. that couldn't speak English. I don't know who this Miss Marshall person is.
I never heard about that, but I remember she was so burnt out that you could go into class, check in, and you could just walk out, and then we would trade work. Like the first semester would give us their work, and we just scribble their name out, put ours in, and hand it in.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got a few too there. She wasn't there long. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, same here, Jeremy. There are two I can think of right now.
Well, I'll say right now, does anyone remember Mrs. Fox or Miss Fox? She was only at MSS for 1 year, but holy cow. Oh, the cat must be standing on Hanama's thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, Chadney, that's what I'm talking about. She made that comment on my on one of the posts that I share on Facebook. Me and her are friends on Facebook. Yeah, okay, Ryan, you remember Miss Fox? She was hot. So hot.
I had Miss Fox for, I think it was Science 9, and I think Gym 9 as well.
Yeah, I had her.
We all went to the pool.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Actually, and I barely remember what she remembers. Like, and if Jeremy's still listening, he'll laugh his ass off. You guys all will, because you know the guy. I'll just say his initials are WB. So I don't. Okay. And we had to go swimming, and like you had to go swimming. Well, all he brought with him was a set of a Speedo.
No.
And they were so tight, he had a testicle hanging out each side of the Speedo. And if anybody remembers WB, he did not give a fuck.
Yeah.
About any. He had one nut hanging out each side of his Speedo in the Mackenzie pool because he needed to make sure he got his marks for gym. Yeah, skin tight. It was a ridiculous Speedo. Just ridiculous. One nut out each side. Yeah.
Well, I guess if everybody's got to be immortalized for something, there you go, WB.
What the fuck is he showing me here?
Yeah, exactly. The drum intro. Of all the drum intros in all the world, that's the one that the majority of us will remember.
One sec. Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because Mrs. Fox, and I won't say one because I think a lot of people are friends with another one here. So, yeah. She was all right. French teacher, gym teacher, married another teacher. So, yeah, she was pretty hot back in the day. I like how all the Mackenzie guys are like, Yeah. Way you go, Vinny. All right. Fuck, that was a good conversation. God damn. Yeah, that librarian. So Chadney, there are a couple other guys that I'm friends with on Facebook that have said the same thing. Same teacher. Like they're like, oh yeah, she was hot. And she's still hot. Yeah. All right. So can we watch the video now?
Okay.
Yeah, this one is so we're gonna really like shift gears fast here. So this is from or bleh, bleh, bleh. Try that again. This video was sent to me from our friend Butt Blaster Brody, who is not here tonight. And speaking of him, we're going to see the Evil Dead musical, but Splash Zone was already sold out. Yeah, but we are going to see the Evil Dead play. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
So, he sent us this video, and I stared in amazement because I'm like, there's no way whatsoever that this is what's said. She said this, but it was said, and you guys got to watch this video. If you haven't seen it, it is absolutely amazing.
Yes. And Jason's got a few good points, especially because she was the older person. Yeah, power imbalance, definitely. Control, again, being an adult. Emotional okay, all right. I'll give you that one because we don't know anything about the guy in the story.
True. And yeah, I guess I should say, like, me, I'd have been like, yeah. Slap it with a dick, slap it with a dick, slap it with a dick, slap it with a dick. Like, that's what I would have been like. That's just me, though. Just like,
What does the title mean? So the title is a slight modification of something that I think it was Groucho Marx. I was looking up the first meta reference in a movie, and I came across something. I'll give you the source on it. First meta reference in movie. So a meta-reference is a special type of self-reference that can occur in all media or media artifacts, for instance, literature, film, painting, TV series, comic strips, or video games. So when a movie references another movie, for example.
hey, last thing before we move on. And motherfucker, you live in Arkansas. The fact that it wasn't your sister or your uncle trying to fuck you should be happy a teacher wanted to fuck you. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
exactly. Prime example. If I'm going to think of another story that's like this, she would be the one I would go to. I mentioned her on what? Not the last show, but the one before, I think.
Well, what about the one that Nicole Kidman did the movie of? And she had the kids actually killed her husband.
To Die For, 1995.
And I just heard a podcast about this story. And I can't remember the name. She's still in jail. The kids are out. She's still in jail.
Anyway, Overseer. I think it was Groucho Marx who, in one of his films, he looked directly at the camera and said, "Pardon me while I have a strange interlude." And that, I think, was the first meta reference in a movie. And I love that line. So I took it and I modified it. Shows you what little actual original ideas and creativity I have sometimes.
That's bullshit, though, dude.
That's bullshit.
Yeah,
that's
bullshit. And that's the thing. I mean, we have, think about it. Have we hit a curb? Now, here, we're back to this before we start this other video. Can we guess what? Guess what, Chadney? Think about it. Music declining hard. Movies. Can you think of any movies that are like, holy fuck, this movie, whether it's taken from a book, or are there any great movies in the last 10 years?
I'll give you an example. I saw it last night. It's called Bullet Train.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
If you liked Smokin' Aces from 2006,
yes, loved it.
You will like
it.
Bullet
Okay,
Train.
I thought I would like it.
Very
I like
good.
the commercial, but still, like, think about it. Like, everything is on a decline. Everything in like, have we peaked as a race? Almost, you almost think like, fuck, have we peaked?
It's either we've peaked or we've picked all the low-hanging fruit, and we need to take a lot of time and come up with something new, because we're coming up with very similar storylines. I heard someone say once that there are only 7 basic storylines. Well, we got to start really putting our heads together and thinking like this is going to take time. That's why I like the movies of Christopher Nolan, because they've gone to different places that keep me engaged and entertained. Even Tenet from 2020, great movie. I don't know why people wouldn't like that movie.
Well, that being said, like, there's only 7 now. I guess we go down a real big wormhole in this one. Now they're probably saying the basis of a seven movies, or like 7 storylines, right? Because every movie is story. But like, okay, I guess okay. But then you take a movie like Pulp Fiction, which was like put everything upside down and turned everything around. It's still, I guess, the same storylines, like greed, envy, power. Like, it's still the same storylines, I guess, is weaved into one, right?
Leda Warrior Battle Angel. Doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, I mean, no. So, but that's a wormhole that we could go down, and it would just be like, holy shit.
Is that an anime? Oh, it's a movie. Robert Rodriguez. Nice. James Cameron was one of the writers. Looks interesting. It's got a 7.3 out of 10 on the IMDb with 262,000 votes. Nice. Well, there's another one for my list. Thank you, Gordon.
Okay, anyway, so let's get back to this video that we were talking about.
Yes, the queen of Karens in this day and age.
Oof.
I think is she a senator or is she a governor from the great state of Georgia? MTG.
Yeah.
That's right, Ryan. Mario Puzo, who wrote The Godfather, he was pretty much just making stuff up. He didn't take a lot from actual, mafia stuff. That's Christoph Waltz. Old man, go back to your pudding.
Yeah. Speaking of pudding, hello, Mr. Gardner.
Hey, Mark.
That's perfect timing.
All right, here we go. We're going to be pausing this a lot because she is insane.
Something interesting. So Air Canada, get this, has ordered 30 electric airplanes. Yeah, electric airplanes. How about that? Electric airplanes. So, I mean, it shouldn't surprise you. Look who's the president of, just.
Pause.
The president of Canada, you say?
You're done. You're done. You're done. As a politician, there are things you are supposed to know. And you should know who the Prime Minister of Canada is.
Yeah, or at
You
least
should
the
know that.
title of the head of state
Yes.
of the biggest trading partner that the United States has,
Yep.
aside from China.
Yeah.
Trudeau, right? So we were joking around and we were talking, how is there an electric airplane and what does that look like? So we were just making fun and thinking about, remember back a long time ago and you've seen movies where people in those slave ships and they're down there and they're rowing.
Whoa. Now, I understand abstract comedy, but this is not where that's going.
And where in her mind, even if you are having a stupid bro conversation with bros and having this conversation, like this is a conversation that she's not okay. So she's not even smart enough to say, I could see if we were just bullshitting. You're like, dude, like, how does this work? Are they gonna have us down there fucking like rowing, fucking running things to make this shit run? Is that what, like, I don't understand where in the world in this day and age with the cancel culture and the shit people take that making fun of slave ships is a good idea whatsoever.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Okay, bye.
I could see back in high school, guys like yourself and Jeremy and Dave Harding and other guys like that having a conversation like this, but they would skip over the part of the slave ship and the rowing, and they would go directly into the next bit that she's about to get to. Ugh.
And they're being whipped to row. We're saying, how are they going to keep powering these electric airplanes? What are they going to have? It's like a spin class in a tube.
All right. So before she was in the position she's in now, she was, I think, either a personal trainer or something to do with the fitness industry. Marjorie Taylor Greene, personal trainer. So,
But okay, hey, go. I thought you were looking it up. Go.
Controversial workout fitness from Jezebel. Well, I'm not going to read that. But she had something to do with fitness. Not CrossFit. CrossFit workout for COVID. McGird. I got to read that one day from the Daily Dot. But this is not going to pan out well for her. Had she left out the part about the slave ships and the rowing, maybe she would have gotten a laugh from this, because I could see where she's going.
Where they've got everybody riding spin cycles and then those mean, nasty airline stewardess that force you to wear masks.
Oh, they force you to wear the mask on the plane. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, I'm just like George Floyd. I can't breathe. Wrong. Mask does not prevent you from breathing. It does not take away your oxygen. It does not take away your freedom. It does not turn you into a hijab wearing Muslim. Gee, do we have to go through this again?
And yeah, and that always bugged me too, because the guy that put my leg back together for the 6-hour operation I had wore a mask the whole time. At least I would assumed he did because I was in an operating room. So just
And he
figuring.
didn't pass out.
And he didn't die.
Yeah.
all the time on the planes back when we were forced to wear masks? Are they going to be forcing you to like keep spinning to keep the
Yeah. That's just batshit insane. And there have been, I don't know if it was tests, but there have been people who have come up with their own home-built contraptions for, charging your cell phone while riding your bike. Do you know how long you have to ride on a pedal bike in order to charge your phone even a somewhat significant amount? It's a long time. Now, just imagine how many people you have to have on a plane in order to power that plane. It's not realistically feasible at this point.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I looked it up on Wikipedia, which anyone can edit. So I'm not saying this is the arbiter of all things true when it comes to electric aircraft. But there are 3 basic power supplies for an electric aircraft: solar cells, microwaves, which is the power beaming of electromagnetic energy, an external power cable. So kind of like with electric cars, you charge it up before it takes off. Solar cells, they can probably get costly and heavy, so it might be a mixture of all 3, not on a spin cycle class. But then again, imagine being offered the chance to take a plane ride for free. So of course you'd say yes. But there's a catch. You have to be in spin class for 3 hours straight, no breaks. Yeah, I don't know if my legs could take that.
Yeah, no, and she's dumb.
She is dumb. But it's hilarious to have people like her in power for our entertainment because it gives us at least a few minutes of content.
And that's the thing, like Chadney said, people will listen to this.
Yes. People listen to her. Why? I don't know.
I don't know.
Windmill noise causes cancer. I haven't seen that one.
Hello, Big Red. I love you and welcome on.
Oh, you had a nightmare.
That she was missing our show.
No.
And then it's like, huzzah!
Well, I hope you had a good day. We did get your messages from earlier. Thank you so much for that and letting us know, but it's great to see you here again.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmares are strange things because it can be caused sometimes by food. If you eat certain foods before going to bed, it can cause you to have a nightmare, or maybe it's just stress. Could be a combination of things.
Yeah, most definitely. And yeah, it's weird when you wake up from something and you're like, wow. And then you fall back asleep. It's like, fuck, I'm back here again. What the fuck?
Right back where you started.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The real people in charge. Yeah. Gordon, if you listen to Alex Jones, I got a podcast for you. There are these 2 guys, Dan and Jordan. They go through what Alex says and they break it down and they expose why he is a liar. The podcast is called Knowledge Fight. And they're 2 guys from Chicago. I highly recommend, if you want solid evidence of Alex's butchery of truth, go to episode number 25. I think it's from the year 2017. That's the first year that they started doing the podcast. Dan does an amazing job of breaking down what Alex had been talking about in that show that they went over. I can't remember the particulars of it, but he took his time and he did his research thoroughly. So Knowledge Fight is for you. Alex Jones shouldn't go away because he's entertaining. He is an entertainer, as one of his lawyers said. I know in Alex's mind, he's an entertainer of a different sort, not an actor. And I've heard him say this, and I do somewhat agree with him that he is maligned by the media in a way, but still. And this is how Big Red found us. She was looking for Alex Jones on YouTube. She found us, and now here we are.
Yep. Here we are.
Here we are.
25 years ago today, September 19th, 1997, Wishmaster was released.
Oh, what did you
Awesome
think of that
movie.
movie? Yeah?
I loved it. I loved it. And I loved the kid in me, of course. I was 17 at the time, but
Yeah.
you got Freddy, Jason, and Candyman in the same movie?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I think there are 2 sequels. I haven't seen them yet,
Me
but they're on
neither.
my movie list.
Oh, I didn't even know there was sequels. I enjoyed it. I liked the twist on the wishes. It was so
Yeah.
awesome. I thought it was great. Yep. And I remember I didn't know what Kane Hodder looked like at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when he's walking down the hallway, I'm like, oh, it's Jason. I knew just the way he walked down the hallway because he was like the security guard in the shadow. I'm like, oh, it's Jason. That's probably why he did it, right? Because at the time, a lot of people probably didn't know what Kane looked like, right? And yeah, I remember walking down the hallway. Oh, there's Jason. It was awesome.
The main actor from Wishmaster, his name is Andrew Divoff. I'm not sure if that's how his name is pronounced, but I'm watching Lost right now. I'm in season 5 out of 6. He is in most of, I think it's season 4. He's pretty good.
Yep.
It's a decent show. I've never watched it before, so I'm just blazing through it.
Do you ever look at the crazy like pictures from the past? I can't click on it right now, but like there's a picture here of like a guy pouring acid into a swimming pool that was full of black people. Like he was charged later apparently, and like
I heard that. Yeah.
like children for sale during the Depression and whatnot. Because like it just again when people are like, oh my god, these times are the worst times ever. Oh, they are. Okay. Here, come back to 1934 and you let us know how shitty your life is when you come back.
Yeah. Read The Grapes of Wrath.
Yeah. Read The Grapes of Wrath. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, me neither, Gordon. I don't subscribe to either ends. It's sad that we only have 2 ends of the political spectrum, but there is a certain entertainment aspect in those far ends because it helps you to the general you, to determine where on that spectrum you may fall. Because if you're not way over here and you're not way over there, then you may be somewhere closer to the middle or like not even on the spectrum at all.
Now you see, here's where I come in, and Gordon, this is the greatest part about this being the show, and I can say this stuff, and you can go back and there's lots of shows and hear me say this, is I'm that guy in the middle because, like, I love to shoot guns, but I think there should be a limit on what guns you can have, and I believe a woman should be able to choose to do whatever the fuck she wants to do with her body. Those are 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. You know, that people would be like, well, you got to be this or that. No, I don't, motherfucker. Welcome to freedom of choice.
Exactly.
And I get to do that. Thank you. And I don't know what Hanama said, but yeah, I like titties too, dude. I'm just going to assume it's something about titties, yum, yum, yum. Titties and a girl let her dumb.
If I could copy and paste that into Google Translate, I would, but I don't have that ability right here, right now, unfortunately.
Okay, can I copy it? No, I can't.
I think we'd have to go to our YouTube page, to the show right now, and then do it from there.
Okay, I think there's a Vietnam in there. Definitely a Vietnam.
Yep.
Okay. So
we know he's from Vietnam.
Yeah, I know. I just see Vietnam there, so I'm just... Okay, see, and I'm going to go to our show. Okay, come on. Thinking. Why am I not signed in? Oh, I am signed in. Okay. Alex and the Garbage Man were hard up for cash. Oh, now we're going to get fucking copyrighted.
But there is a political spectrum. I understand the spectrum, yeah, but there's more than one spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. Oh, wait a minute. You said spectrum?
Damn near killed him. I'm high right now. That's all right, dude. Be as high as you want, brother. We love it.
Yes.
Be as high as you want. We love it.
There's nothing wrong with getting high. And didn't we have this conversation before where weed is illegal in Vietnam, which sucks because I bet that's one of the best places in the world to grow weed.
Okay. I got it. So I want to see if it translates differently on mine here.
Should watch Cheech and Chong, man.
Yeah, you should, man.
Great stuff. Or Dave Chappelle.
Yes. Google Translate. All right, enter text.
Sprectum. Fuck you, Gord. Sprectum, you got me.
Sprectum's a Dutch. Okay, Vietnamese to English. Okay, intertext. Paste. Oh, so in the Canadian one, it says ballroom dancing, ballroom dancing. I love life. Everything is great. Moving to Vietnam. That's what it says on my thing. That's pretty cool that works.
His says, don't move to Vietnam.
Oh, mine says, yeah, mine's here. I'll show you because I forgot we have this technology. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
Yep.
Can you read that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. See, again, we're in such bad times. I just translated a friend of ours watching our video on the internet from Vietnam in like a minute. But the times, they're so bad and bleak.
Oh, I can't get a Wi-Fi connection that lasts more than 5 minutes. I have to keep moving around. Oh, you have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no shit.
You would have been burned at the stake in 1690s New England for exactly that. Oh, they're a witch. Have you ever done any research at all into the Salem witch trials?
No, but I still get the gist of it. That basically you could just say to like, she's a witch, and they would burn them.
Yep.
And it's like The Simpsons, if I understand it, because Simpsons, like it's like the Family Guy when they did Star Wars. They basically hit the high points, and you would understand Star Wars.
Yeah.
One of the Halloween specials they did. What we talked about this last week. Marge was a witch, and she was accused of being a witch, all because she said, "Guys, we're being really crazy with this." That's all she said. Oh, she's a witch. So it was throw her off the cliff, and if she falls to her death, she dies a good Christian death. But if she is able to save herself, she will come back here for immediate beheading. And it's like, that's really what they did. Because if you're a witch, you'll save yourself. And you didn't save yourself from burning alive. So obviously you weren't a witch and you died a good Christian death.
Which is why the writing in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was so brilliant, because they were taking that lack of logic and applying it in such a comedic way, you could do nothing else but laugh at it. If she weighs as much as a duck, she's made of wood.
Yep.
And therefore, a witch, a witch.
A witch. Yeah.
Might as well be that stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
See, here's another great example of the times we live in. Gordon, 20 languages because of Google Translate. Isn't that awesome?
Yep.
That's awesome.
I didn't know they still had chat rooms.
That's like mid-90s, man. What are you doing?
Like legitly, I didn't know there were still chat rooms.
I met one of my girlfriends in a chat room. It was awesome.
Oh, I did not. I met a lot of cool people from around the world in chat rooms, but who knows where they were really from, right? But
yeah,
still, you never know. Just looking for cool stuff to talk about.
Did you know that there is a Married with Children podcast?
I was unaware of this.
It's on YouTube. I haven't listened to it yet, but because I got way too many podcasts going right now. But it's guys who really love Married with Children, and I think they're into like episode 400 of their show or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yes, Ryan, that's exactly. I swear I saw something about that 2 years ago. You could stand there in front of someone with your phone. They could talk into it. It would translate for you, and then you could do the same thing back. I swear I heard of this a few years ago.
That's amazing.
It's awesome.
That's amazing. Yep. Absolutely amazing.
Well, at least you know about it, Ryan. I swear it's just something as simple as Married with Children podcast.
I love looking at this. So this just popped up. A friend shared it from Abandoned World. It's just a roller coaster. And oh man, I love abandoned stuff. Like the old Olympic game parks and theme theme parks and stuff. I think it's just amazing. I really do.
And some of it's pretty creepy looking too.
Yep.
I've seen amusement parks that have been abandoned, mainly in the United States.
Yeah, lots, right?
Yeah. And malls too. Oh man, I would love to shoot something in an abandoned mall.
Oh yeah, yeah. And by the way, there's one of the most annoying things in a movie ever done. I know we've talked about, but Dawn of the Dead.
Which version?
The old one when they or the new one when they leave the mall. It's like, why would you leave the mall?
They had to have a reason. Well, they wanted to get out, but why would you want to get out if you've got shelter and food and
Yep.
power? Yeah, and there's no way for them to get in. One thing that they don't think about in movies like that is the war of attrition aspect, where
Yep.
if you can find some way of trapping them into a single line and then just kill them over and over and over again, their numbers will eventually dwindle. That happened in World War II, where I think it was the Nazis had found some, and this was in like a destroyed city. The Nazis had found some way to just bleed out every battalion that would go in there and try to challenge them.
You need to keep recording. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. He'll be right back. He's got to go, but he will be right back. Kitsall, BC. Ooh, I think I've heard of that. No, I might be thinking of something else, but I've heard of some abandoned town that's on the West Coast, on or near the West. I might be thinking of some place in Alaska, but I have heard of something like that. Abandoned castles, yes, and you live in the perfect place in northern, well, you're in Scotland, but northern England, let's say, because it's the island. That would be great to see. I'm sure there are some videos on YouTube of people going into abandoned castles, but you would think that with places that are abandoned, that some company would own that plot of land, so you can't go on it, and then you would see the big old no trespassing signs. Why would it be boring? That there's got to be something there. All the movies I've seen that have Vietnam as a setting, I think the big cities. What are the big cities? Phnom Penh and I've forgotten. I completely forgotten, but they're just packed with people. So you would think there's something to do there at the very least. That's not a bad idea. That takes quite a bit of planning, but that's not a bad idea. And of course, it would get you would have everyone dress up, and after the first scare, that's it. So it's like an hour of setup or two for a 10-second freak out, and that's it. But that's not a bad idea. If you can exploit that with new friends over and over, then you would have something. You could have a show, I think. Really? Now, I've been up in your area, Gord. I don't remember hearing about any abandoned communities, but I had a thought that one of these days, Mackenzie is going to become an abandoned community. I'm glad it hasn't, but I think there was a point in time years ago when some of the mills went down. I thought, well, that's it. Mackenzie's going to become a ghost town, and it hasn't. It has proliferated to this day, and there are still people there. Kind of raw. I haven't been there since 2012, so I have no idea how the place is doing. I would imagine it's doing at the very least okay at this point. Yeah. Where did Nick go? That's the question of the day, but I'll keep it busy with Florida man headlines.
Whoo!
So what'd you do?
I had a shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
joy.
Yeah. I feel better now. It was one of those like I gotta go and I gotta go now. So this is cool. I know we have affinity with vampires. Like
Yeah.
I know, I like. So this is on this. So it's Abandoned World. It's a web thing on Facebook here. This is. I think we've actually looked at something like this similar before. This is a 19th century vampire hunting kit.
Ooh, nice.
Right? That is, if that's authentic, that is really cool. I like the hammer, like for obviously driving the stake in. That's pretty neat.
Somebody take a wall out. Fuck
Oof.
the window.
No, because they took the wall out. All that smell will be coming in here right now. So no, don't do that. Yeah, but this Abandoned World. So I just joined it on Facebook, and they got some cool stuff, like just old houses, some old houses in Portugal, an abandoned Volvo dealership in Belgium. It's been closed over 30 years. Cars inside have never been driven. That's so weird, but they're like the old school Volvos.
Oh man. Come on.
I kind of find that hard to believe, but well,
And there are people in other parts of the world who are struggling to get a vehicle, and there are
Yep.
vehicles there in Belgium just sitting there. Of course, you probably got to replace most of the engine because if there's oil in there, it's long gone now.
oh yeah, most definitely. But yeah,
I can't believe
cool.
I can't believe there's stuff like that still exists. I mean, can't we get together as a community in that area and kind of repurpose that stuff? I mean, come on.
Yeah, if it's legit, yeah, of course, right? Like I fully believe they should.
That's sad.
One of the pictures here, it just got you can see the ship that is sunk, right? And this is such a random thought, but did they ever figure out like where the Edmund Fitzgerald ended up?
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. Like, did they ever figure it out? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, they've never. It's weird because, I mean, it is in Lake Ontario, right? Oh, no. Maybe they did find it. Maybe
Bombay Beach in California. I wonder if that's Northern California. The population was 231 at the 2020 census, according to the Wikipedia.
Lake Gitchagumi.
Oh, they did find it. Great.
Bombay, and I gotta look this up. Bombay Beach.
According to CaliforniaCuriosities.com, Bombay Beach, a post-apocalyptic nightmare on the Salton Sea. There's a movie called The Salton Sea from 2002, starring Val Kilmer. Not a bad movie.
Oh, it is. Like, it is like just graffitied.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So what happened here then? Why is it like this? This looks like something out of The Hills Have Eyes. Oh my God, this looks like Sandy Shores in GTA. That's exactly what it fucking looks like. It is, because there's the motel. Cool.
Generous crop irrigation would lead to the area's salty demise. Aha. So it was like one of those boom and bust towns.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, that is GTA. Is Bombay Beach is the real life GTA 5. Yeah, it is cool. I can tell right away. I'm like, fuck, that looks just like fucking. Yeah, there's Trevor's place and everything. Fucking A, that's cool. Yeah, I'm a video game nerd. What can I say? Totally am. Mason's Creek, eh? Or Manson's?
Manson Creek. I wonder, abandoned communities.
Small village with a low population located in the Omanika region of British Columbia, Canada. Town is situated on the confluence of the Mason Creek and Slate.
All right. According to narcity.com, there are 6 creepy abandoned places you can visit in British Columbia. One of them being Riverview Hospital, which I have been to after it closed, not as a patient, but I've been there. And
Oh, yeah?
Grave Encounters and Grave Encounters 2 were filmed there. Not bad movies. Kitsault, BC, as Ryan has already mentioned. Tranquille Sanatorium in Kamloops.
Cool. I like creepy stuff. There is a bar here in Tabor called the Palace, and it used to be the old cop station. And down, oh no, it's CN. Was it CN? But it had cells in the basement, and like there's some creepy shit that happens down there apparently. And I've seen some videos of like some orbs and stuff. Tranquil, where the hell is that?
In Kamloops. Then there's the Stave Falls Powerhouse in... why did it reset on me? Stave Falls Powerhouse in Mission. That's not too far from me. Parkhurst Ghost Town in Whistler. I think that's what Gord was talking about. And McBarge in Burnaby. It makes the list by virtue of once being a floating McDonald's restaurant. Interesting.
Did we talk about the Burger King they found behind the wall?
Which wall?
Burger King found behind wall. So, this goes on to exactly kind of you wanted to see go to a mall, right?
Yeah.
A perfectly preserved Burger King restaurant found behind a wall in a U.S. mall. A perfectly preserved vintage Burger King restaurant discovered behind the wall in the shopping center in the United States. And one of the more unusual archaeological finds that you're ever likely to hear about, the Burger King, which was built in 1987, has gone viral after a man stumbled across it in the Concord Mall in Willingham, Delaware. So yeah, he found a fully intact vintage, just pictures of it too, like a fully intact vintage Burger King, like, you know, with the cool seats and shit in it and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, you can, yeah. You remember McDonald's, like, as kids was like awesome? Like they had the burger seats for the kids to sit on and wasn't like all depressed. And now you see McDonald's and it looks like sad middle age.
I don't remember going to McDonald's as a kid. I know, no, I remember going to A&W and Smitty's, but not McDonald's.
So we always stopped at McDonald's on the Heart before we came back to Mackenzie.
Yeah. And I don't eat them anymore, but I remember what those cheeseburgers tasted like, and I love them to this day.
Yeah, it's like got the old school Burger King. I'm just looking right now. Wow, that's amazing. It's just behind a wall. That is fucking crazy.
Look at this. Consider Pine Center as a full basement that isn't accessible. Did you ever see the Jordan Peele movie, Us? You sure it's not accessible? Okay, well, I don't remember. Maybe it was the chemicals in the burgers that made me forget. I don't know.
Yeah, see everybody. I think everybody stopped at that one on the Heart.
Probably.
Yeah, see, you're trying to make your parents sound like monsters and then give you McDonald's? You bastard.
No, they weren't monsters.
I know they weren't.
You don't love them to this day? Well, I can't. Well, I can, but I choose not to.
Yeah.
And not because of, oh, McDonald's isn't the healthiest place to know. It's because I can't really eat burgers anymore. If there was a way to eat a burger without the bun being full of, you know, flour and starch, I would eat it. But that's not how they make their fast food. I got to stay away from starch.
Oh, what else is there? Oh, excuse me. Huh.
Esther's Inn. Yes, that was a great place to stay.
Esther's was fun. Yeah.
It was so different.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Because what other hotel can you go to that has a jungle-like interior?
Yeah. None.
Yeah, that's what made it memorable.
Yeah. Absolutely none. Oh. Oh, geez. Any Karen videos?
No, we already played the Marjorie Taylor Greene
That was
one.
all that we had. Okay, that was fine.
That was the tip top of what we're going to see about Karen.
You
this
don't
week.
get much better than that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to go to Esther's now. I wonder if someone has gone to Esther's with a camera or just a phone and done a walkthrough. That would be cool. I wonder if that would give them a little bit more in the way of sales.
Now, Ryan, maybe you can confirm this. I heard Esther's the water slides were closed. Is this true?
I'm
Just wondering if it's true. I'm just asking a question.
I had heard that back in the day.
Yes, I had heard that. So
Ryan, you should go there right now and confirm
Yes.
that for us, please.
yes.
We will wait here
Will we?
with bated breath. Yes, we will, because we want that content.
Yeah.
Haven't been there since 2009. Well, get your butt over there right now. Do it.
Well, there's got to be a fucking. All right, let's see here. I think it's not even Esther's Inn anymore.
Chad's reminiscing about girlfriends he had 70 years ago named Esther.
Esther's Inn. Let's see.
Oh no. I hope you're just messing with us, Hanema. That would suck if that were true. Busting down the door. You were watching a YouTube video and you admitted to this. Now you're going to jail for the rest of your life. No, come on, man.
That's definitely Esther's. There's the gym.
It's 2022. They have a gym
it's a
there?
Super 8 now. It's not
Ooh.
Esther's anymore. It's Super 8. I'm not seeing any pictures of the water slides.
That sucks. Gordon says, nope, no slides.
Ah!
I had been on those slides at least once, but that's probably
I went on
it.
about 4 or 5 times. Yeah.
Well,
but I guess the upkeep for water slides could be pretty expensive too. So.
Oh yeah.
So I mean that's why you don't see many outdoor ones anymore. At least up here, anyways. So.
Insurance too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So did they get rid of 4 Seasons then?
Was that the big one downtown?
Yeah, with the water slide, yeah.
Okay. I had been there once years and years and years ago with Dustin and his family, but that had to be early 90s.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna close 4 Seasons then. Yeah.
Well, that's what we'll find out next week on the next show.
Yeah.
It's being torn down as we speak.
Shit,
get over there
there's your answer.
and get some footage for us. Do it now. You got to be our man on the street.
Yeah, go get some of that water slide for yourself.
Get a big old tube.
Yeah. I should go there to Esther's when I'm in PG. Be like, hey, are the water slides even here anymore? I should ask. And just be like, can I just take a picture? I will. I'll try. I will. But the worst they're going to say is no.
Because because that was a big area. What else would they put in there?
I mean, I could see for the amount it would probably cost to tear them out, would be just to leave them there and mothball them, I think.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I mean, I'll ask. That's the worst they're going to do is say no. And it actually works out because the gym that I work out in, I can go to any gym around the world involved in that chain, and there's one in Spruce Land Mall right by Esther's.
Nice.
So I can go work out, and then when I'm done, I'll just go over there and go, hey, let me see water slides, please.
I used to be with Gold's Gym, and they had the same thing. You pay $10, you go to any Gold's anywhere, and I did that in Prince George once.
Nice.
Yeah,
At the Pomeranian.
at the Pomeroy. Is that a bar?
Wait, wait. Whoa! Back up one comment.
Uh-huh. Still there?
You went speed dating?
Oh, no. Yeah, new segment, Ryan speed dating.
How'd it go? Did you, whenever they came to the table, were you like, ahoy, ahoy? And
What?
if they were into you, when they left, you're like, fucking lesbians.
He's here watching this show. How do you think it went? Do you really think he would waste a Monday night if he was successful?
Well, it's only
at
Monday
speed
night. If it was a Saturday night show, I'd be like, wow. What's his name?
dating? He was the one who organized the speed dating thing.
Right, he organized the speed dating. They're going to go to Esther's on the water slides.
That's not a, you know what? That's a decently good idea to have legalized brothels around the world. You have a membership and or a subscription or something, and you pay a minimal fee and you can go to anyone in the world. There you go, Gordon. That is your multi-million-dollar idea. You're welcome.
You are welcome.
We have a date Friday night. All
Well,
right.
we expect full details on Monday.
Yeah. So you're going to do a live show Saturday night talking all about how you hate broads and it was better back in the day, right? I could just imagine him starting off the show. You know what really sucks? Women. Back in the day when I was a youngster.
That's okay. You know what really sucks? Women.
And I'm not talking about in that way.
Yeah.
You know,
And not in that good Las Vegas way. Just bullshit.
you ever been to Las Vegas?
I drove through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're not a gambler, it's still a place to go at least once. I went in 2017 and it was all right. There's enough to do there that you don't need to be, wasting your money thinking you're going to hit it big. Help. Well, we need someone else to go to Vietnam and save Hanama. The police are there and they're there to take them away.
Help! Help! Motherfuckers come to get me!
Whoa, women. No, wrong thing. Good night, Dad. Sorry we bored you. He comes in for one
Right,
comment. We're not bad parents. We did take you to McDonald's. Oh, wow.
Oh,
I
fuck
guess
you
that
guys are
makes
going to
sense.
bed.
Oh, what I'm going to bring in as either part of the intro or outro next show, there's this American pastor named Mark Driscoll. And there's a comment he made. And to basically sum it up, because I heard it on the Friendly Atheist podcast, so I had to go find it for myself.
Yeah.
He was basically saying that guys who masturbate, because there are no women around and because you're doing it to yourself, it's basically a form of homosexuality. You see the logic in that? Yeah. Because it's a guy who's doing it to you, even though it's technically yourself. So homosexuality.
Oh, be nice. Well, I guess. Yeah.
I'll bring in the quote. Oh, and he outs himself. You know what? When Big Red first came on the show and we had said something about wankers, and I said, yes, I'm a proud wanker because masturbation is healthy for the body and the mind. So according to Pastor Mark Driscoll, yes, you are gay, but there's nothing wrong with that.
I had one of these. Sorry, we're going west. I'm going to Facebook, just kind of scrolling.
Yeah.
This was on that 80s page that I like. I had this. I'm almost positive you did. I know I did.
Okay. Nope, never had it.
I had it because I remember the stupid walkie-talkie. And the knife was awesome.
That walkie-talkie looks kind of like an old iPod. I never had an iPod.
No, yeah, a little bit. Now you say it, yeah.
Who doesn't flick the bean? Exactly.
Yeah, I'm okay with being gay for myself too, so that's okay.
For myself.
Yeah. All right, let's fucking get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
So is that an indication that you're going to bed, or are you hungry too?
No, I got nothing said tummy tum.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of didn't eat the best this weekend, so I think it's my tummy tum telling me, hey, stupid, you need some more vegetables. I think that's what my tummy tum's telling me. More vegetables.
Rest in peace, Matt Wasik.
Yeah.
I found out a few years ago, and
I remember when it all happened.
it was surprising. What was that? Early 2010s or something?
Gravy, yeah, and in a car accident.
Oh,
My
that's rough.
goodness, I don't remember, man. Yeah, I don't. Let's see, I'm on a. Let's see.
2011. Holy, I didn't find out till 2016 or something. And even then, it was just a random comment someone had made. Oh, that's rough.
No. Oh, there it is. Remember Matthew Wasik.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, April 24th, 2010. Yeah.
He and I weren't really close back in grade school, but we did hang out in, I don't know, grade 1, grade 2, something like that. I remember. I don't remember much, but I remember that.
I remember being friends with him in and then in elementary, and then they moved away, and then when they came back, I remember high school. I drank some beers with them and stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the day, so
I think the first time I ever smoked weed out of a pop can was with him.
That doesn't shock me.
And it was during the winter time. Yes, that hill behind the mall.
The Hoot Circle.
Yeah.
Cody Ross just brought that up because they're putting in a skate or a bike park or bike shit, like some BMX track or something. And Cody Ross is like, oh yeah, that's the old Hoot Circle for everybody that from Mackenzie that knows. And we all I was like, yes, the fucking Hoot Circle.
It's great that they're doing something because that's just a big old empty field.
It was, yeah. It was just a big empty. Yeah, it was just a big empty field. Yep.
Hannah, I'm surprised the police are allowing you to still, watch this podcast. Are you typing with your nose because they've handcuffed your hands behind your back, or what?
With his dick. I say dick. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Behind the old townhouses. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to end on dick.
Dick.
Yep. That's how we're getting out of here. And
lots of dick.
I think for the next show, there have been quite a few people here. I don't know, because I've been struggling with creative content for intros and outros recently. So I'm wondering, do people still want to see that, or should I just resort to using one intro and one outro? Because I love doing different stuff all the time, but I don't know. I'm running into a creative wall at this point. You know what? One of these days, I'm going to turn it over to you to do the videos, and that's going to be.
You're not going to get shit because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I say, dude, maybe every once in a while, just do one and just have just a regular intro. Maybe if it's for a bigger show or something, and it doesn't have to be a big elaborate intro like the last couple have been. Like this last one was awesome, dude.
That was one of the easier ones to put together, if I'm honest. The one we did a while ago that got claimed by Sony Music.
Yeah.
That one took some time, but I loved doing it because I knew exactly where I wanted to go with it.
Well, it was awesome. So But yeah, man, you do what you want to do. If you feel like you don't want to do it all the time now, then hey, that's fine.
Okay, so before we go, Ryan is going to take 5 minutes to type out a suggestion for us. So I guess we'll look at more abandoned stuff in the meantime. No, I'm kidding. MIDI sounds. Phantasm.
And there it is. Yeah.
You know, I liked that movie, but the problem was it was a good idea, but the execution wasn't great.
Was not good. Yeah, the execution
Yeah.
was not great.
But I watched all the sequels and they're okay. If you're into that kind of thing, sure, you probably have fun with it, but past the first one, it isn't great. All right, well, I'll look up MIDI sounds. I'm using more Creative Commons stuff like you see in the description, because using YouTube stuff, I just get hit with claims on Facebook all the time.
Big time. Yeah.
I'm
we
tired
do.
of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm going to stop. What I did.
Hi, overseer. Keep being gay.
Keep being a wanker.
Yeah, a wanker.
Flicking your bean. Thanks for being here, man.
You wanker.
I was going to say something and I forgot.
Drink.
Because I'm old. Yeah. Yep, no idea. So we're going to end on Dick, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks to everyone who was here. Mark, Jason, Overseer, Jeremy, Old Man Lissick, The Redneck, Big Red, Casey, Hanama, Gordon, and if there's anyone else I forgot, I apologize. I'm getting old. I didn't take good enough notes. I didn't do my research, but that's what happens. Go eat your pudding. Thank you. We love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. No, I got to get everyone in before you. Yeah, just keep doing that. Goodbye and good night.